Let me help you with your vision, they losing their sight here. Time to send the world a message they might hear. Like Meek Mills, I'm making it quite clear. I'm chasing my dreams and fighting my nightmares. I'm going real hard, I'm talking words you understand, I'm talking real bars. I'm going everywhere, you know I'm talking real far. Yeah, it's time to raise a toast to this thing that I love the most. As I go from coast to coast, I'm talking north side, I'm talking south side, I'm talking east side, I'm talking west side. I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, it's time to let you know how I spit it when I flow. When I go and light a fuse and I set to let it blow. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, time to check my status and the GOAT is what it be. And you know I'm over 30, so my level is a G. And I may be from the hood, but I'm way beyond these streets. And my pockets hate a diet, so they always down to eat. Even though they screaming fame, and it's always spelling me. And I'll never hang it up till my mission is complete. And I'm looking at you haters, I suggest you take a seat. Cause it's all fun and games to a killer show his teeth. This is for them cats that be screaming homies. Claiming that you're real, but we know you're phony. Now I'm chillin' with my sons, they my one and only. Like the Triller Brothers, yeah, we screamin' Lions only. Step into this den, I welcome all who will dare. Never met a David, tell me whom shall I fear? Gotta rep the nation, black and gold is what I wear. If you look to your left, to your right, I'm everywhere. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, yeah.
Welcome to Roxamore Sports High School Football Division. Tonight's broadcast underway with Woodland Hills trailing Pine Richland Rams, who come in 5-3 and a record of 2-1 in the conference. Woodland Hills comes in with a record of 4-4 and 2-1 in the conference as well. So high school football so far, early action. Woodland Hills comes out, receives the ball first, and turns it over deep in their territory with a low snap to the punter and turn the ball over on the 10-yard line, giving the ball to the Rams, and they make short work of it, taking it in for the first touchdown. Their running back, Eric Perlar, takes it in from about 3 yards out. Gives us they added the extra point, gives us a 7-0. Woodland Hills second possession. Quick kick right now from Cam, and the ball rolls deep. And it looks like Pine Richland is going to take over at about the 31-yard line. So far today, going to have to look forward to for the keys to the game today. 3 keys to the game. Woodland Hills is going to have to make big plays, run the ball well, and contain Pine Richland's quarterback as well, as he's a catalyst for their team. And as for the keys to success for Pine Richland, control the line of scrimmage, limit the turnovers, and limit Woodland Hills splash plays. Well, we're just underway here. Pine Richland takes over 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. I'm Craig Thomas, and you're live Friday night under the lights from Pine Richland Stadium. Quarterback is back to pass, has a receiver open up the right sideline. He's at the 50, the 45. He cuts back inside, and Palomares hits number 17, Brad Doherty, and the Rams are in Woodland Hills territory. One big play, and we have a stoppage in play. We have a player down on the field right now. So Woodland Hills comes in off a 40. Looks like they had a 43-14 win last week over Fox Chapel, and Pine Richland comes in with a 42-7 win over Shaler. So once again, I'm Craig Thomas, and you are live on the Roxamore Sports Network. Friday night under the lights, football division. We have Pine Richland Rams leading Woodland Hills Wolverines with 7:17 left on the clock by 7 points. So we'd like to thank you for joining us tonight here. Woodland Hills comes in off of a big game over Fox Chapel and looking to streak it together. And it looks like Jenkins was down for the Wolverines, but it looks like he's up and under his own volition and going off the field. So that last play was about a 32-yard pickup for the Rams. 1st and 10 by the Rams at about the 37-yard line. Come out in the shotgun formation, trips to the field, fakes a handoff, throws a screen over to number 5. He has a lot of running room, and he's up the sideline. He fakes one or two players, and it's a big play up the left sideline. Basili Valores on the reception up the sideline for a gain of about 15 yards. First down, Rams. And looks like the Rams want to go fast as they stay at the line of scrimmage and do no huddle. Quarterback calls out the play here. Fakes the ball, throws a little bubble screen to the right side again, and up the sideline for a big gain.
And again, Palmieri with the pass into the flats and hits Vasily Valores.
Palmieri to Vasily Valores. Gains 7 yards on the play, and looks like brings up a 2nd down and 3 for the Rams. Andre Smith on a tackle for Woodland Hills. In the shotgun again, 2 wide receivers to the field, trips to the field. Looks like they flip-flopped it, shotgun formation. Hands the ball off, fakes it, and he keeps it. Tries to go over the left side, and he's met there. Palmieri keeps it. He's taken down at about the 7. Looks like it's going to be a 1st down for the Rams. Justin Purdue looks like he made the tackle for Woodland Hills. So that's a 1st and goal for the Rams. Pistol formation. Has 2 wide receivers on both sides, 2 to the field and 2 into the boundary. Shotgun formation. Fakes the handoff. Little play action, throws it to his receiver up the sideline, and he's ahead. Complete. Doty is about down at about the 1 yard line for the Rams there. 2nd down and goal. 6 yards. A tackle once again for the Wolverines. So the Rams stay at the line of scrimmage. They get their play call. Trips to the field. Look for them to do something on this wide side of the field here. Quarterback fakes the ball, hands it off up the middle, and he's ahead. Touchdown. Wow. Ethan Pillar. That's his 2nd touchdown of the night. And that gives Ethan Pillar 7 touchdowns on the season. So he's there running with a workhorse on the ground. And that gives another touchdown there. So early on, 4:30 left to go here in the 1st quarter. The Pine Richland Rams lead the Woodland Hills Wolverines 13-0 with the extra point forthcoming.
And Gerald's extra point attempt is good.
Extra point is good. 4.5 minutes, 14-0. Beautiful stadium up here, Pine Richland Rams Stadium. Beautiful setting here. Once again, Woodland Hills is going to have to make some big plays here to get back in this game. Had a little something working early. Cam Walter comes out and gets ahead for a nice gain on 1st down, but ever since then they've been hindered just a little bit by penalties and went a little bit backwards. So we'll see what Coach Boster draws up. But plenty of weapons for Woodland Hills. He's going to have to utilize those big-time weapons and make some splash plays to get back into this game here as they trail by 14 here in the first quarter.
Brandon Jones is back deep along with his teammate Amir Brown.
Brandon Jones and Amir Brown back deep for the Wolverines. Jaro is kicking off for the Rams. And we are set for the kick. The kick is off. Ball is dropped, picked up, makes a couple people miss, gets up inside, bounces to the outside, and he's hit hard at about the 15-yard line. Looked like Amir Brown picked that up and gets the ball out to about the 17-yard line where Cam Walter will lead his team out here in their third possession.
Andrew Sermonera on that stop, number 9.
So Woodland Hills started out their last possession with a big run there that was negated by a holding penalty, and we'll see if they can get something going here in their second drive. So shotgun formation, Cam by Jones. Cam is flanked by Jones, and he goes for his receiver and just misses him a little bit wide there.
Walter's pass was intended for number 24. William Smith is incomplete.
Tried to hit Scoop out there. Looked like a flag route, but pass was a little bit off the mark there and was unable to connect. So that brings up a second down and 10 for the Wolverines here. With about 4:18 left on the clock. Might want to get some points on the board right now. We try to slow down this Pine Richland Ram team. So Walter in the shotgun, flanked by Brandon Jones. He throws the ball and hits Scoop out in the flat.
Number 24, William Smith.
Scoop picks up about 4 yards on the play. It's going to bring up a third down and 6. So one of the things you like to see for the Wolverines is to get their players with the ball in space, their big play players with the ball in space, to give them an opportunity to make some big plays and get the ball down the field so they don't have to worry about going through long 10-play drives, 80 yards. So that brings up a big third down and 6 for the Wolverines. Walter is back, and he's under heavy duress. He hits Jones, and he drops the ball on the screen. Looked like he may have had a little bit of daylight in front of him, and Cam tried to jump and throw the ball to Brandon Jones, and the ball bounced off of him just a little bit as it was a little bit hot coming to him, and he was unable to handle it. Brings up a 4th down and 6. Now, Wolverines had some difficulty in their first exchange with the punter and their long snapper, but it doesn't look like they're even going to, unless Cam is going to do another quick kick, which has worked pretty good for the Wolverines. Better, this little quick kick has been better for them. Oh, that's really short there. Takes a Wolverine bounce, fortunately, and is going to go dead inside about the 45-yard line where Pine Richland's going to take over. That punt was nearly blocked by Pine Richland. The quick kick by Cam, I think that's the best way to go right now because that long snap is not working out real well for the Wolverines. So with 4 minutes left to go on the clock, Woodland Hills trails Pine Richland Rams 14-0. You are on the Roxamore Sports Network. Craig Thomas here, solo bolo tonight, bringing you football Friday night under the lights. The Rams take over at the 45, and we're set for play. Trips to the field, little motion from the right, handoff on the jet sweep, has a blocker out in front of him, and he's hit hard. Great play.
By number 33, Justin Purdue.
Justin Purdue, and also on a tackle, that was Justin Purdue, and also number Andre Smith with the big hit. I'm sure your dad would be proud of you, Andre, the Corey crew. Andre Smith Jr. with the hit, loss of 2. Pine Richland has the ball off over the left side to Ethan Pillar, and he gets the ball up across midfield to about the 49-yard line. It's going to bring up a third down and about maybe 4 on the play. Thomas Drake with the big tackle there on Pillar, so that brings up a third down. Pine Richland stays pretty much at the line of scrimmage there. It looks like they got a bunch to the right, 4 receivers to the right, and he pitched the ball to the right to Pillar, and he's taken down. Good defense by the Wolverines. No gain on the play. That's going to bring up 4th down. So it looks like the Rams are going to punt, or they appear to be punting. So the coach for Woodland Hills is Coach Tim Bossert, and the coach for the Rams, I believe, is John Ladon. He was actually the coach at Penn Hills a couple years ago, so he's over here at Pine Richland doing big things with this program. And they fake it, as I thought, and he gets ahead for close to a first down. First fake punt, and it's going to be close. Ethan Pillar carries it over the left side, and it looks like it's going to be close here. Officials timeout for measurement. So I wasn't sure about them punting the ball, but Woodland Hills got to call it safe and play that punt. That fake punt, especially that short distance, and especially the fact that they're leading by 14 points so far. So Friday night, under the lights, Woodland Hills versus Pine Richland Rams. Big time matchup here, 2 programs, and it looks like the ball is going the other way. Great defensive stop by Woodland Hills. Wolverines will take over on downs. Good stop by Woodland Hills. So this is by far their best starting field position. They'll take over 1st and 10 on about the 45-yard line with 1 minute and 50 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Once again, I'm Craig Thomas, and the Wolverines had their best starting field position, and that's going to start them out here. Cam comes out, flanked by Brandon Jones, has trips to the field. 1 receiver into the boundary. He snaps the ball, he rolls to his left, tries to get upfield, and he pulls the ball down, and he's taken down in the backfield for a loss on the play. That's going to be a sack and a loss of about 5 yards on the play. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 15 for the Wolverines, as that drive is starting out going the wrong way.
Loss of 4 on the play brings up 2nd and 14.
So the Wolverines come out in a similar formation, trips to the field. Walter in the pistol, hands off up the middle to Brandon Jones. He keeps it. Walter over the right side, has the ball. He's up the sideline, has a little daylight, and he keeps it. Good run by Cam. The microwave Walter, he's heating up, and that's a first down. Well, that's a gain of about 17 for Cam. And that's going to move the chains for the Wolverines. Great ball fake there. Wasn't sure who had the ball. Looked like he handed it off to Brandon Jones. And he's going to get ahead for the first down.
He's got his team set up inside Rams territory.
So Wolverines first time crossing the mid-stripe 50-yard line in Rams territory. 1st and 10 on about the 44-yard line. Cam hands the ball over the left side to Jones. He busts through a couple tackles and goes over the left side and gets ahead, running hard at about the 39, and a gain of about 5 on the play for B. Jones. So Jones comes out.
5-yard pickup.
And in the game is Frankie Keys, as he's one of the keys to success for Woodland Hills, as they have several guys that can tote the mail and just have to be successful tonight running the ball. It's going to be big for them guys to run the ball well. Cam is scrambling, and he keeps the ball running up the sideline. He gets ahead and out of bounds, and he's going to be close to that first down yardage once again. And that is a 1st and 10 for Woodland Hills. So Cam surveyed the field. He did not see a receiver, and he gets out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. 1st and 10, Woodland Hills. So it looks like 12.3 seconds left to go on the clock here. This play is inbounds. This may be the last play of the quarter. Cam is in a pistol with Frankie Keys behind him. Hands the ball off over the left side. He tries to get to the outside, and we have Laundry on the field. Penetration instantly, as Frankie Keys had to shake off a defender early as soon as he got the ball, and we will sort this out, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be it's in the area where it's probably going to be a holding penalty, but we'll let the referees sort it out.
There are fouls by both teams. Holding, offense number 60.
Fouls by both teams.
Face mask, defense. Those penalties offset.
Penalties offset.
First down.
Holding on the offense. Face mask on the defense. Penalties offset. And so that's going to make it a 1st and 10. We are at 6.1 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Pine Richland Rams leading the Woodland Hills Wolverines 14-0. Woodland Hills is on a march. So it looks like the referees wind the clock. I'm not sure why they would wind the clock there at that spot. But nonetheless, that is the end of the first quarter. At the end of one, Woodland Hills trails Pine Richland Rams 14-0. And I'm Craig Thomas, and we'll be right back on the Sports Network.
Basketball is currently open and will continue. As for students in
Welcome back to Pine Richland Stadium, here, home of the Pine Richland Rams, where they currently lead Woodland Hills 14-0. We are in the second quarter here. Woodland Hills is on a march, trying to get the ball to scoop up the left sideline, and the pass was a little bit out of reach there, and that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10, as this is Woodland Hills' best drive of the game so far. Couple scrambles here by Cam Walters, a couple runs there, off tackle by Brandon Jones, and Frankie Keys comes out, pistol formation, hands the ball off to Jones over the right side. He stiffs arms, and he's gone. He's at the 5. He is in for a touchdown. Brandon Jones showing the strength and the speed as he runs through a couple would-be Ram tackler and he goes in for the touchdown, Woodland Hills. So that makes the score 14-6. Great run there by Brandon Jones. Great blocking by the right side of that line. Gave him a crease. He got up to the second level, was able to shake off a couple tacklers, the linebacker and a defensive back with the stiff arm, and get in for the touchdown, Woodland Hills. So kick just about set for the extra point try. Kick is down, it's up, and a kick was a duck, line drive effort, but it goes through. Marazzi comes on, 14-7 score. So with 11 minutes and 47 seconds left here in the second quarter, Woodland Hills pulls within 7 of the Rams. So great night tonight. This is a beautiful night for football here in Western Pennsylvania. We are in the North Hills area, up near Wexford and Cranberry area, and they have a great stadium here, a great campus here for high school football, and Coach LaDon comes up here and trying to bring a championship to this team as well. So it's a great area, but Woodland Hills has a great opportunity to show that they're coming together as a team, and need to get out here this time and put a big stop together to see if they can get the ball back for their offense and move the ball down the field. It's going to be imperative that Woodland Hills runs the ball, and they're going to have to play good defense here if they want to get out of this stadium with a touchdown. So back deep for the Rams is Andrew Mellis, and I believe it's number 2, Luke Rudolph. Kicking off for Woodland Hills is Miraz, and he has the ball just about set for kickoff. Woodland Hills in their white shirt with their black pants. I like that combination, the turquoise helmet, and the kick is off and it's deep. At the 5-yard line, bust through, and he's hit hard. Tackle there by number 27, Drayshawn Saunders with the at the 18-yard line, and the Rams start out at their 18-yard line. So we'll see what the Wolverines can do here on defense to try to curb this potent Ram offense here. So the Rams come out in their standing formation. They got 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. They hand the ball off up the middle to Pillar, and he stopped quickly at the line of scrimmage for little or no gain. So that's going to be about a gain of about 1 yard on the play. Justin Perdue, number 33, on the stop for Woodland Hills. So it's going to be 2nd down and 9 for the Rams. They come out, 2 wide receivers to the field, pistol formation, hands the ball off up the middle. He breaks off a couple tacklers. Pillar gets over the right side as he winds it from left to right and tries to get upfield, and he's taken down by Andre Smith. Andre's having a well of a game. Young fella representing. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 9 for the Rams. They stay in the pistol formation, trips to the field. Look for a little trickeration here by Coach LaDon as we are getting close to Halloween. So shotgun formation, looks to his left, and he throws the ball out, has it, and it's by Woodland Hills. Great interception there. And that is Sonny McClinton on a great defense there. Sonny was roaming the backfield there, kept his eyes on the quarterback there, and he just went over and high pointed the ball. Great job by Sonny McClinton. Interception, Woodland Hills. So Woodland Hills starts out in good field position again at about the 43-yard line. 10-17 left on the clock. They have an opportunity to come on to take this one down and tie this ball game. They come out in a pistol formation, trips to the field. Brandon Jones behind Cam, hands off over the right side again. He gets up the sideline and ahead for a gain of about, looks like it's going to be about Brandon Jones over the right side for a gain of about 5 or 6 on the play. John Rottinghouse, good play by that young man as well. I ran into his mother today going into the press box earlier, and she was gracious enough to provide some nice treats, and we definitely wish them good luck. But on the other hand, that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 5 yards to go. Walter hands off to Jones on a little wind-back penetration by the Rams, and he's taken down in the backfield for a loss about 2 on the play. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7. Aiden Hazley on a tackle for the Rams. So this is a big play here for the Wolverines. They're going to have to see if they can pay off this interception by Sonny McClinton and get back in the game. So Cam shot, trips to the field, rolls to his left, has and he's going to be close to the 1st down. Scoop gets the 1st down. Got to get that young man the ball in space, as he made a couple people miss on the sideline in very little space. Might want to get him the ball in an end around or give him some kind of pass and get him in space, let him make a few people miss, as he has like video game-like skills. That start and stop from that young man is tremendous. So the Wolverines come out 1st down and 10 on about the 29-yard line. Walter looks to his left. He throws the ball line, has a receiver. Pass was intended for 12, Stephen Jenkins, and that is going to be a penalty, I believe, on Pine Richland on the Rams, and that's going to make it a 1st down for the Wolverines. Great throw, great opportunity for Woodland Hills to try to throw that one up and get a. And they are. Again, Craig Thomas here live on the Roxamore Sports Network. Thank you for joining us Friday night under the lights. Here, Pine Richland Rams versus Woodland Hills. 5A WPIL football matchup. Walter fakes the ball, hands off to Jones going around the right side, fakes it to Scoop fakes the ball to Scoop going around the edge there, and hands the ball off to Jones, and he goes over the right side, and he is taken down for a gain of about 2 yards on the play. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 8 to go for the Wolverines. They're taking quite a bit of time here in the huddle, getting the play right.
Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd and 8.
So it looks like Woodland Hills comes out with 4 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Little motion of Scoop goes to the right. He's in the flat, wide open, and he throws him the ball. He's up the sideline, and he fumbles the ball out of bounds. So Scoop, good play for Scoop coming around, fakes the jet sweep, but hits him in the flat, and he gets ahead inside, at about the 5-yard line. So that's going to be about a 7-yard pickup. It's resting at the 5-yard line. 7 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the first half. Woodland Hills is on the move. Shotgun for Cam. Hands the ball off to Jones. Keeps it. He's up inside, and he gets ahead. Touchdown, Woodland Hills. So this game is just about all square, ladies and gentlemen. We are just about all square, so that is a 14-13 score. 7 minutes and 31 seconds left on the clock. Great answer by Woodland Hills. They come out on the turnover and get the ball up the field. Great defensive play by Sonny McClinton with the big ball hawk. High point the ball, turn the ball over, gets the ball back for his team at about the 43-yard line, and Woodland Hills march straight down the field in for a touchdown. So Mirage with the extra point. Last one was a knuckleball. This one is a little bit better, and it's good. So with 7:31 left to go on the clock here, we are all square, 14 apiece, and we'll be right back on the Roxamore Sports Network.
Law, we take the time to understand your situation and work tirelessly on your behalf. Hard-hitting representation when you need it the most. A real law firm getting real results.
We are back live here at Pine Richland Stadium here. Pine Richland Rams along with Woodland Hills Wolverines, all square, 14 apiece. Pine Richland came out throwing haymakers early in the game, scored 2 touchdowns early. Woodland Hills has come back and answered them with 2 touchdowns. It looks like they settled down. And they're definitely, Woodland Hills are going to have to run the ball well, win the turnover battle, and they're going to have a chance. So we are all set for the kick. 7:31 left to go on the clock. Mirage is set for the kick. And the kick is teed up, and it's off. Deep kick. And it's going to bounce at the 1-yard line. Picked up late by the back, and he's taken down inside the 10, looks like 11-yard line. He thought that one was going to bounce into the end zone, but it took like almost like it had backspin on it and came back into the field of play, and he had to go back and get it at the last minute, and it's going to start it at about the 10-yard line.
And Barrow Toyota. Get your next Toyota at Barrow Toyota, where they're driven to be better. Shop Barrow Toyota.
So Pine Richland takes over, comes out with trips to the boundary, hand the ball off up the middle over the left side to their workhorse Pillar, and he bulls his way ahead to the 15 for a gain of about 5 yards on the play. Let's give him that one. That's going to bring up a Dewan Rose on for the Wolverines. Big fella in the middle with the stop. 2nd down and 6 for the Rams. Stay in the trips to the field this time. Shotgun, fakes the ball, throws it, little bubble screen over that right side and ahead. Red Belly ahead. 25-yard line, and that's going to be a first down, Rams. First down. Chaz Cobbs with the last tackle for the Wolverines. So right now we have a stoppage in play. 6:33 left to go here in the second quarter. Woodland Hills and Pine Richland Rams tied, all squared away, 14 apiece. So Coach Bosser wants to come out and talk to his defense here and try to implore them to get a stop here. And Pine Richland wants to take the ball down the field here and try to get another score before half, as Pine Richland will be receiving the ball in the second half. Woodland Hills came out the first drive and had an opportunity to move the ball. First had a couple positive plays in the first series, but ended up going backwards, had a couple penalties, and ended up turning the ball over, gifting the Rams the ball at about the 10-yard line. leading to their first score, as they didn't have to go far for the first score. So once again, we are all knotted here, even at 14 apiece. The Rams versus the Wolverines. Here Friday night under the lights, Roxamore Sports Network. Best seat in the house. We're just about set for play here. The Rams come out with 2 wide receivers to the field, hand the ball off up the middle, taking ahead for a little or no gain, Pillar, as he's their workhorse, and he gains about 2 yards on the play for Pillar. So Pillar added 2 touchdowns tonight, both from short runs there, and that pushes his total to 7 touchdowns for the season, as he's the workhorse for the Rams. 2nd down and 8. They come out with trips to the field. Shotgun formation. 1 receiver into the boundary. Fakes the ball, throws a bubble screen, and he's down as he has to go down low to pick up that pass. Pass is complete for a loss on the play. That's going to bring up a big 3rd down for Woodland Hills. See if the Wolverines can come up with a big stop here and get off the field to get the ball back for their offense. So once again, I'm Craig Thomas. Thank you for joining us Friday night under the lights. Western PA football fall. Beautiful day. Getting a little bit chilly out here tonight, but a great night for football. We're just about set for the play. 3rd down and long. Looking for a receiver, and he throws it over the right side. Incomplete pass. Going to bring up a 4th down, as the Rams are going to have to punt it over. That ball was intended for number 23, Nico Angeli, over the left side, and the ball goes off his hands and out of bounds. Great defense by the Wolverines, and they're going to get the ball in good field position. Back deep for the Wolverines is, I believe that's number 14, Isaiah Greer. So we'll see what that young man can do with this punt. Punt is away, and it's a high punt. And he throws up the fair catch, and he lets it bounce. And he gets a beauty off, and the ball stops at about the 29-yard line. So Wolverines are going to have a long field to go. 5:02 left on the clock. All scores tied. 14-14 game. Pine Richland had a Hall of Fame honoring before the game, where they talked about prior athletes, and they inducted them to the Pine Richland Hall of Fame. That was a great ceremony for the young people to come back and be a part of their school district and their induction into the Hall of Fame for the Pine Richland Rams. Nonetheless, we are all set for play. 1st and 10, 29-yard line. Cam, the microwave, Walter comes out. Shotgun formation, flanked by Brandon Jones, trips to the field, hands the ball off up the middle, keeps it, and he gets ahead and delivers a blow. Cam is a freshman, but he plays well beyond his years, as he keeps that ball and gets ahead for a gain of about 6 yards on the play. And he delivered the blow on that one. I love to see that out of your quarterback. He didn't go there looking to be slide and not be hit, but he delivered a blow, getting 6 yards for his team. So it looks like we got trips to the field. Walter comes in, shotgun formation, flanked by Brandon Jones. 1 receiver into the boundary, gets the ball, he rolls to the right, he looks upfield, and he tries to hit a receiver coming across, and he tries to hit number 12 coming across the middle, Stephen Jenkins, on a little drag route across the middle of the field. Pass was just a little bit low, but that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 for the Wolverines. So great play design. Cam rolls out, he looks downfield, tries to find a receiver, and then he tries to hit Jenkins on a drag route across the middle, and was just tossed it just a little bit low. And so they come out in a 3rd down and 4, trips to the field once again. Hands the ball off up the middle to Jones. He has a little bit of daylight, and he makes a couple people miss. He shakes the tackler off and gets ahead. 1st down, Woodland Hills. So that's a great job by Jones to shake off a couple tacklers and get ahead and move the chains. 1st and 10, Woodland Hills at about the 43-yard line. We are at 3 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. Woodland Hills definitely wants to control the ball and chew up the rest of this half clock and try to get a score. Hands off. Walter keeps it. He's up the sideline. He makes a couple people miss, and he's ahead for a first down. As he gets another first down. Great job by Cam. Playing that shell game, putting the ball in for Brandon Jones and pulling it out. Great job by the young man to keep the ball as he had daylight up the left sideline, and he gains about 12 yards on that play. So that's going to be 1st and 10. Actually, a 15-yard gain by Cam. So that's going to be 1st and 10 there, 3:18. We're steadily approaching the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter. I'm Craig Thomas, and you are on the Roxamore Sports Network. And Cam hands the ball off to Jones, and he barrels through a couple tacklers, and he gets ahead that time for a gain of about, maybe a gain of about 9 yards on the play. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 1 for the Wolverines as they have found something in their running game, which we knew it would be big in this game, that Woodland Hills would definitely have to come out and run the ball well. And they are doing a great job here. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Woodland Hills is on the move. Shotgun formation. Motion from Scoop. Fakes the ball to Scoop, hands the ball to Jones. He's up the sideline, makes a couple people miss, stiff arm, and he stiff arms, he's still running, he's out of bounds. And it's going to be a 1st down and 10, Woodland Hills. It's going to be close to about the 20-yard line for the Wolverines. So with 2:20 left to go on the clock, Wolverines are on the move. Ball is set at about the 22.5-yard line, so 11-yard pickup by Jones. And the clock has stopped at 2:20. Jones got out of bounds there. Frankie Keys is in the backfield right now, giving Jones a spell. And we know he's a dangerous young man as well. And he's in the Wolverines come out in the pistol formation. Scoop with the motion. Hand off to Jones. Hands off to Keys up the middle. Excuse me. Frankie Keys tries the right side, and he gets a little bit of daylight there. Frankie Keys is a very dangerous runner as well in his own right. Has been running well all year for the Wolverines as well. So they have quite a few guys, like I said, that can tote the mail for Woodland Hills. So that brings up a 2nd down and about a short 7 or a long 8 for Woodland Hills. Keys in the backfield, motion by Scoop, hands off to Scoop. And he gets up inside, winds the ball ahead in a little jet sweep. Stopped at about the 15-yard line, so that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 3 for the Wolverines. That's about a gain of about 4.5. 3rd down.
And 3.
So we'll see what Coach Bosser draws up. We're nearing the 1-minute mark here in the first half. Woodland Hills and Pine Richland all square. Tie game. Shotgun formation, trips to the field, hands the ball off to Jones up the middle. He makes a couple people miss. He bounces out of the pile, and he gets ahead, and he is taken down at about the 1-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 1-yard line. So with 54.2 seconds left to go, 14-yard run off the right side. Brandon Jones, only a junior, started playing here at Woodland Hills as a freshman, contributing. So it's good to see that lower body strength by the young man. He suffered through some injuries early in the season, but he looks like rounding into full form. And we have a timeout on the play. Coach Tim Bosser calls a timeout to rally his troops here as Woodland Hills looks to go ahead and punch it in to take the lead right before halftime. So Craig Thomas here on the Roxamore Sports Network football division. Thank you for joining us Friday night under the lights here, the North Hills part of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pine Richland.
And Frank Keys, number 25, picks up the third touchdown on a 1-yard run.
And we're back. And the Woodland Hills run the ball over the right side. Frank Keys with the touchdown. Woodland Hills as they take the lead here. 45.7 seconds left on the clock as they come from 14 down to take the lead over the Rams here, 20-14. And it's all quiet here. Extra point is all set for Miraz. And extra point is down. It's not pretty, but it goes through the uprights. Woodland Hills takes the lead, 21-14. This crowd that was once vibrant and loud here at Pine Richland Stadium here is pretty quiet right now. They playing some music here, trying to get these fans riled back up here. Woodland Hills want to come out and make sure not to give up a big play here right before the half. So we are set for the kick here. Woodland Hills leading 45.7 seconds left to go here in the first half. 21-14. Along with Stephen Jenkins, offensive line is doing a very admirable job for the Woodland Hills Wolverines today. They did pretty well on the rushing attempts and able to open up some lanes for their runners. And they are just shirking off and shaking off tacklers and getting ahead for a big gain. So we're just about set for the kick here. Miraz is set. And the kick is off, and it's a deep kick taken inside the 5-yard line at about the 3, up to about the 10, and the ball comes out, and the ball is on the carpet, and it looks like Pine Richland jumps on it, and we do have laundry on the field. So we'll sort that out. Looks like Randolph picks that up for the Rams to save the turnover. Illegal block in the back for the receiving team. So that's going to back up the Rams. First down and 10, and that's going to put them deep in their own territory with about 38.6 seconds left to go on the clock. And we'll see what Coach Ladon decides to do here right before the half as he is in the minus territory. Doesn't want to get a turnover there. Right before the half to give the Wolverines a bigger cushion. So that'll set up the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10, and at the 9-yard line. And don't let me forget the great interception also by Sonny McClinton that set up one of the scoring drives for the Wolverines. So it looks like they hand the ball off up the middle to their workhorse, and he's up to about the 20-yard line. Pillar goes over the left side for a gain of about 10 yards on the play. 12 yards by Pillar as he's been the workhorse for the Rams so far. Shotgun formation, hand the ball off again over the left side to Pillar, and he gets ahead for a gain about 5 on that play, and that'll probably do it for the first half. So thank you for joining us here Friday night under the lights. Woodland Hills Wolverines versus the Pine Richland Rams here at North Hills, north of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And that'll do it for the half. Woodland Hills leads the Rams 21-14. And we'll be back with our halftime show and more action on the Roxamore Sports Network.
Hey kid, let me tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
Hi, welcome to Fit for Boxing Club.
Here at Fit for Boxing, you'll find a fast, fun, and effective workout where you can burn up to 1,000 calories.
Come try a free class at Fit for Boxing, where beginners are always welcome. It's fun for the whole family, people of all ages. Old or young, it doesn't matter. In addition to our trainer-led workouts, we also offer private lessons, community fundraiser and team building events for local companies and more.
Hi, my name's Mario. I've been a member of Fit 4 Boxing for a little over a year now. If you need to get a good workout in, come to Fit 4 Boxing, and Rich and his staff will take care of each and every one of you.
Fit for Boxing Club is located in Hampton Township, just outside of the city of Pittsburgh on William Flynn Highway. Come learn how to box and have fun. Call Fit 4 Boxing Club at 412-213-3584 or visit our website at www.fit4boxingclub.com.
CNX is just giving so many opportunities to our youth, right? And a lot of times, that's all someone needs is just an opportunity. And if you take it a step further, sometimes it's not just the opportunity that you get, but what you do with the opportunity.
started boxing when, as you know, when I was a kid, and I competed in the Golden Gloves. I started coaching boxing in probably late 90s. In 2000, we opened this gym, which is the 3rd Avenue Gym. We started, the scholarship was in 2012. How you qualify for it? We set a 3-fight policy, which as long as you're registered for the USA Boxing, you're registered to compete, you're going to school, you're within this family. You're within the boxing family. Donations are made out to the WPAL, Western Pennsylvania Police Athletic League. We're a 501c3 nonprofit, so donations are tax deductible. Contact me on my cell phone, 412-965-0703, or you can reach me by email at manningrdm147@netscape.net.
Welcome back to Friday night under the lights, Roxamore Sports Network football division feature presentation. Friday night under the lights. Craig Thomas here with you up in North Hills of Pittsburgh, Pine Richland Stadium, where Woodland Hills Wolverines are ahead of the Pine Richland Rams 14-0 at half. So we came into the game, both teams were pretty evenly matched here. Both teams looking to right their ship and get primed and prepped for the playoff run here. Both teams come in 2-1 in conference, and both teams are looking to improve their position for the playoffs. Scoring comes in. Woodland Hills started out with the ball, turned the ball over, initial drive in their own territory on about the 10-yard line, giving Pine Richland a short field, and they made easy work of it as their running back gets ahead for a touchdown. That was Ethan Pillar, as he was responsible for both touchdowns for the Rams. But nonetheless, Woodland Hills has blazed back with 3 scores to take the lead here. They were spurred on by Cam Walter, their freshman phenom quarterback, Brandon Jones, Sonny McClinton, and also it looks like Sonny McClinton had a big interception there as he played center field. Looked like he kept his eye on the quarterback and was able to pick him off and put his team in great field position as they turned that one into points as well. So Scoop Smith has been instrumental. Frankie Keys has been big, but they've been led by their freshman phenom, Cam Walters, on offense as he's kept the ball, giving it to Brandon Jones over the right side. Brandon Jones scored as well here a couple times for the Wolverines. And Frankie Keys was also responsible for the last score. So that would be all 3 scores for the Wolverines have been on the ground. And great offensive performance on the Wolverines running the ball. Offensive line is doing a great job moving the Rams out of the way. And the running backs and the playmakers are for the Wolverines are making big plays. And so exciting football here for the Wolverines, and we'll see if they can come out here in the second half and sustain it. The Pine Richland Rams will receive the kick in the second half, and they'll come out and try to pull this one even. And we are at a 21-14 game at the moment. So I'm Craig Thomas, and you are live on the Roxamore Sports Network, and I'd like to thank you for joining us here live high school football, Western Pennsylvania. Chilly fall night here in Western Pennsylvania. Once again, don't forget, any reproduction or rebroadcast of any Roxamore event is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Leon Rockymore and Roxamore Sports. We'd like to thank you for joining us. Best seat in the house is here in your house, in the seat, watching the game with the warm, hot Coke, good meal in front of you on the Roxamore Sports Network. Right now you have Ram marching band on the field right now doing a number. Great night here for football. Before the game they had a induction alumni where they put them in to the Hall of Fame here. So just a great night for football, and we will see you in just a few minutes here for second half, more second half action on the Roxamore Sports Network. Stay tuned for exciting close of the game. Second half action, and we'll be right back soon.
Hello, I'm Leon Rockymore, founder and CEO of Roxamore Sports, Media, and Ministries. The beginning of Grief from Home Services, it was an epiphany moment for me. I had a relative that recently passed away during this COVID-19 epidemic. I had family members up and down the East Coast, down in Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, all the way up. The funeral was here in Pittsburgh. The funeral home wouldn't let no more than 10 people in to view the body. I said, you know what? They're not going to get an opportunity to have closure with my family member, with their family member. And so it began. I began to say, why not take what we have, what we've done with the sports network, and now open up a new department in Roxamore and make a new platform for Grief for Home Services. It's a ministry because it's service, and we are here to serve. We want to help families be able to still attend the funeral. We will go there, stream it for you, and you'll be able to watch it in real time with the loved ones who are there. Sometimes we just don't want to be alone. And we want the families who are grieving for their loved ones to know that they're not alone, that Roxamore is in this with you. I am in this with you. We stand together to help you grieve, to help you have closure, and to help support you through these difficult times until it passes. And this too shall pass. But we will be here ready to serve you, your family, and your friends. May God be with you. May God bless you and keep you during this difficult time.
Want to put a spotlight on some of these kids who could be going places, and we want to be there to help them get to the next level, whether it be Division I, Division II, Division III, NAIA, junior college, wherever they want to go, we want to support them and get them to the top.
We have some pretty successful and high-level bowlers that were able to gain exposure through Roxamore Sports Network. And so for me, the decision was a no-brainer from the standpoint of it elevated the profile of our athletic department, it elevated the profile of our school district, and most importantly, it elevated the profile of our student athletes.
To bring light and a mic to a situation to make a difference. That's what Roxamore has always meant to me.
What surprised me the most about Roxamore is, well, how dedicated it was.
So I'd absolutely recommend Roxamore Sports Network, and why is simply because Roxamore Sports Network is in it for the business of helping kids.
Delivering a sports experience like no other. That makes you say, oh, that's all right. As an old man would once say, that's all right.
Welcome back to Roxamore Sports Network. High school football division as Woodland Hills, we are at the half, and Woodland Hills leads the Pine Richland Rams 21-14. We are in the North Hills of Pittsburgh. Woodland Hills has come into Pine Richland Stadium and taken the lead here after they'd given up a big lead earlier. They trailed by 14 points, came back with 21 unanswered to take the lead to go into the half. So we're just about getting set half play, and the Pine Richland band came out and played their last number right before the half ended was Respect by Aretha Franklin, and that's what these Rams are going to have to play hard for, to get respect from the Wolverines as they come in prime prep, ready to get a win and restore the roar to the Wolverines. So once again, we're at the half. I'm Craig Thomas, and you are live on the Roxamore Sports Network. Make sure if you are on Facebook to tune in to the Roxamore Sports Beta channel on Facebook to find Roxamore Sports. Once again, you are live on the Roxamore Sports Network. Thank you for joining us Friday night under the lights. Craig Thomas, solo dolo tonight here in Pennsylvania. So Pine Richland, once again, to come out with a recap, they came out and they scored early with their running back taking it in from a short distance as he was Woodland Hills poor snap to the long snapper. Mirage, when he was unable to handle it, turning the ball over to the Rams at about the 10-yard line. It in for an easy score there. That was Ethan Pillar who was responsible for both of their scores tonight. 2 short runs. There was a turnover by the Wolverines, and that turnover was by number 8, Sonny McClinton. Picked it off. Looked like a picking and setting the team up. Brandon Jones has scored a couple times. Scoop has been instrumental in moving the ball as well. The Wolverines have been moving the ball very well on the ground against the Rams, as we knew that coming into the game that would be a key to success. And we can recap today's key to success was for the Rams control the line of scrimmage, limit the turnovers, and limit Woodland Hills pass plays. So they have not really controlled the line of scrimmage. They have somewhat limited Woodland Hills splash plays, and Pine Richland has come close to a couple turnovers as they almost lost one on the kickoff that was covered by their own player. Woodland Hills' keys was to make big plays, run the ball well, which they are doing, including Cam Walter, as he and Jones have been the 2 leading rushers, but they have run the ball very well. And they are supposed to look forward to a second half action here on the Roxamore Sports Network. So we're just about set for play. We'll be right back here with on the Roxamore Sports Network in about 2 and 2 while we thank some of our sponsors. Welcome back to Pine Richland Stadium, Roxamore Sports High School Football Division. Woodland Hills is just about set to kick off. Mirage has the ball teed up, and they are just about set to kick. And the kick is off, and it's a wobbler, and it's taken at about the 6-yard line up the middle, and he breaks off to the left. It looks like he tries to get to the edge, cuts up inside, and Paul Mary takes the ball to about the 29-yard line. So about a 29-yard run to about the 29-yard line. So about a 25-yard return. So once again, I'll be remiss if I didn't mention the defense for the Woodland Hills Wolverines, who play well. Cruise Missile, Andre Smith, Purdue. All these young people have been playing very well out there. Jenkins, Sonny McClinton, and they come out on defense, and the quarterback keeps the ball, tries the right side, and he's hit hard. The Wolverines come out fired up, and they're trying not to give the Rams any respect. Andre Smith is called for another tackle, and he has had about 4 or 5 solos tonight Once again, I grew up with his dad there on Corey Avenue, the Corey crew. So shout out to Andre and his family. Congratulations on the success for this young man. He looks like he has a bright future. So the Rams come out, shotgun formation, motion, back, throw it a little dump pass, and he's blown up by number 21 who sniffed it out, Matthew Johnson. Johnson. That was a awesome tackle by the young man. I mean, he kept his head up, he shed the block, and he went downhill in a hurry to blow that play up. And the Rams are fortunate that they held on to the ball there. So that brings up a 3rd down and 15 for the Rams as this drive is going backwards. So out of the locker room, it looks like the Wolverines come out a little fired up. And maybe they were dancing to that respect song by Aretha Franklin, and they came out the locker room asking the Rams for a little respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. And they back the pass. Looks, he sheds a blocker. He runs the ball up the middle, gets ahead, and he's going to be short of 1st down yardage. Paul Mary with the carry. That's going to be about 4 yards short of the 1st down. So Paul Mary has come in as one of their leading rushers as well. And it looks like, I'm not sure if they're going to go for this here on 4th down, but ball's on the 36-yard line. 4th down and 3. I'm not sure if that's wise to go for it. 4th down. It's early here in the second half. If you don't get it here, you give the team the ball here with a short field and a lead already. But it looks like they come out and he keeps the ball and he gets ahead, but it's going to be close. Paul Mary keeps the ball and he gets to the lead stick. That was a very risky call there for the Rams. Paul Mary fakes the ball, the pillar, and keeps the ball over the left side and gets ahead for 1st and 10. So they come out in a little pistol formation, hand the ball off over the right side, and gets the ball. Pillar carries defenders with him for a gain of about 7 on the play there. So it looks like the Rams come out intent with running the ball. Andre Smith on the tackle again. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 3. Ball is at the 47-yard line. And it looks like they come out in this power I formation, hand the ball off again over the right side. And Pillar's ahead for a 1st down.
Midfield. That's going to be another.
Move here. 8:47 left to go here in the second half on the 3rd quarter. It looks like we're going to have motion. One of the Rams moved a little bit early there.
False start. Offense number 8. 5-yard penalty.
That is number 8, Bond Spencer for the Rams. Going to back him up 5 yards there. That's going to make it 50. So I'm Craig Thomas, and you're live on the Roxamore Sports Network. So it looks like the Rams come out with 1st and 15, hand the ball off up the middle. As they're trying to power their way forward. And he gains about 4 yards on that play. And they keep running the ball to that side. We'll see what Coach Bosser does to slow this down. And it looks like he gets a penalty there. Looks like that's going to be on number 16, Ziggy, Zakir Moore. Stay home a little bit. He comes out to play, and Cruz Missile is back in the game. Cruz McMillan.
5-yard penalty. Please reset the game clock to 8 minutes and 8 seconds.
So 8:08 left on the clock here. 2nd down and about 6 yards.
Now at the 45-yard line after the penalty.
Ball's at about resting at about the 45-yard line. So Paul Mary's been at the helm the entire game. been handing the ball off a lot to his bruiser, Ethan Pillar. And it looks like they're trying to exert their will here in the second half on the ground game. That looks like the game. So they come out in a power eye to the field. And it looks like they look for it to try to get Woodland Hills to jump off sides. Got one receiver to the field. Handoff. And it looks like, again, it's going to be a penalty here. The legal procedure against the Rams as they are trading penalties. So 5 forward and 5 backward. So that moves the ball back. And that brings up a 2nd down and 12 for the Rams. So the Wolverines come in 4-4, 1 overall, 2-1 in the conference. And the Rams come in 5-3 overall, 2-1 in the conference. And the handoff is over the right side. Pillar, and he gets ahead for a gain of about 7 yards on the play. So that's going to bring up, a gain of about 5 on that play. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about a long 7 or a short 8 as the Rams stay in this no huddle formation. They stand at the line of scrimmage. Looks like they got trips to the field, 1 receiver to the boundary there. Shotgun formation. He looks left, throws the ball, and it's almost picked off.
Paul Mary's pass is complete.
Paul Mary's pass is complete over the left side to Bad Joey, and a penalty on the play. So while they sort this one out here, looks like it's going to be a 1st down for the Rams. Sonny McClinton on the tackle for the Wolverines. As that pass was almost picked off. Justin Perdue, he undercut the ball and almost had a pick. He would have been going the other way for 6. But ball got through, a complete pass, and it looks like personal foul. Targeting on Sonny McClinton. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run on Sonny McClinton. Targeting.
So with that penalty, the Rams have now entered
So the Rams are in the red zone there. 1st and 10 from just inside the 20-yard line. Shotgun formation. Keeps the ball over the right side. Goes ahead, makes a couple people miss, and he is taken down. Paul Mary on the keeper, taken down at about the 15-yard line, so about a 4-yard gain on that play. Chaz Cobb's on the tackle for the Wolverines. So that Wolverine defense has played stout all of the first half, and the Rams come out with their first drive, and they try to take it all the way down the field as they're burning up a bunch of clock here, trying to even up this score as the Wolverines lead 21-14. So shotgun formation, trips to the field, keeps the ball. Palmieri goes over the right side, makes a couple people miss, and he's held up by a host of Wolverines there inside of the 10-yard line. So it's going to be 1st down and goal on about the 9-yard line. Frankie Keys on the tackle for Woodland Hills, number 25. 1st down, Rams. 1st and goal. So we'll see what the Wolverine defense can do here to buck up and try to keep them out of the end zone. 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Palmieri keeps the ball, tries the middle, tries the left, and he runs into a wall of Wolverines. And they take him down at about the 7-yard line. Palmieri gets him to about the 7-yard line. So about a 3-yard gain, about the 6-yard line. So that's going to be 2nd down and goal. Thomas Drake on a tackle for the Wolverines. And they go no huddle at the line of scrimmage. Palmieri in the pistol formation. Got Pillar behind him. Look for the handoff to Pillar as Pillar moves to the sidecar. Palmieri keeps the ball, goes up the middle, and gets ahead. Airborne and is taken down just short of the goal line. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and goal as Palmieri went airborne at about the 2-yard line and tried to get the ball in. So 3rd and goal from the 1. Palmieri keeps the ball, and he walks in for the touchdown. So we are just about even here. 4 minutes and 16 seconds left on the clock as the Rams come out of halftime and drive the ball straight down the field and try to lock this one up at 21 apiece. So the extra point is forthcoming here from Pine Richland Stadium, home of the Rams. And we're just about all square here. The kick is down, it's up, and it's good. Lazaro's extra point. I hate for it to come down to an extra point or a field goal because Lazaro looked like his kick would be good from about 50 yards. So once again, we're tied here. 4:16 left to go on the clock. Pine Richland Rams 21, Woodland Hills Wolverines 21. And we'll be right back with more action here in the second half.
Trouble can find anyone. At Frank Walker Law, we take the time to understand your situation and work tirelessly on your behalf. Hard-hitting representation when you need it the most. A real law firm getting real results.
Welcome back to Live Action here on the Roxamore Sports Network. Football division here Friday night under the lights. Pine Richland Rams have just driven the field to tie this one up. 21-all here in the second half. Woodland Hills gets the squib kick taken at about the 10-yard line, has a little daylight, gets over the left side, makes a couple people miss, and gets ahead for gets the ball at about the 24-yard line, and I think that was Scoop back deep trying to make a big play there on a kick return, trying to get that young man a ball in space and see if he can make some people miss. So Wolverines take over with their first possession here in the second half. 4:09 left to go here in the third quarter. 5A WPIL matchup here. Coming out of the, looks like Woodland Hills, looks like they have a I formation as well. And they hand the ball off to Jones up the middle. He makes a couple people miss and gets ahead for little or no gain over that left side there. So Woodland Hills, we'll see if they can come back and answer that long Pine Richland drive. There was about 8 minutes there to open up that second half action. So Cam Walter has been very instrumental in the run game as well, as he's been putting the ball in and Jones and taking it out, keeping it around the edge and finding big gains in the process. So they come out in the shotgun formation, hand the ball off over the left side ahead. Looks like Frankie Keys, and he gets ahead for a gain of about maybe 7 or 8 on the play. Let's give him 7 or 8 on the play. That'll bring up a third down. 8-yard gain for Keys on the play. Great run over that left side. Third down and about 3 from a 31-yard line. So Woodland Hills comes out with 2 backs in a backfield once again. 2 wide receivers to the field. Shotgun formation, hand the ball off the Keys over the left side, and he gets ahead. Looks like he's going to be just short of the first down there, as he's going to need 1 there, maybe about a yard to get that first down. So that's going to bring up a 4th down for the Wolverines. So we'll see what Coach Bosser decides to do there. 4th and 1. Ball needs to cross the 34-yard line. They are at the 33-yard line. Look like he keeps the offense on the field. This is a big play here. 2:23 left on the clock here. Pine Richland Stadium. Shotgun formation. Cam has the 2 box cars beside him, and he does a quick kick, gets the ball away, no defender back, and looks like the ball rolls dead at about the 25-yard line. Ball is covered by Scoop as he gets down there and scoops up that ball at the 25-yard line, is where the Rams will take over. 2:07 left on the clock. Thank you for spending your Friday night under the lights here on the Roxamore Sports Network. Remember, no reproduction or rebroadcast of this or any Roxamore Sports event is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Leon Rockymore and Roxamore Sports Network. So I'm Craig Thomas, and you are live Friday night under the lights. Great matchup here. Both teams trying to get the program on the right track. Woodland Hills is trying to restore the roar under Coach Tim Bostard. And Coach Don is here from Penn Hills taking over this Pine Richland program, and he is trying to get it back to its prominence as well. So they come out with that I formation again, hand the ball off to their big workhorse, Pillar, over the left side, and he gets 5 yards up to the 30-yard line. As it looks like the Rams look like they found something here, and they look like they're trying to run the ball on the Wolverines, and that's Sonny McClinton on a big stop for the Wolverines. So the Wolverines are going to have to blitz into this run here and to shut this run down, as the Rams look like they found something here. 1 minute and 40 seconds left on the clock here in the third quarter. All tied, all square on the Roxamore Sports Network. Shotgun formation, pistol, handoff again, and he runs through a tackler or two and gets again. Pillar goes over that side, and he gets a first down. So you have a player down, getting up slow for the Rams. That's one of the big fellas in the trenches there, getting up slow for the Rams. That was number 58, Dustin Edwards. Looks like he got himself together. 1st and 10 for the Rams at the 36-yard line, and looks like they're on a march. And Woodland Hills look like they threatened with a blitz there. And Palmieri looks to the sideline as he gets a call from his coach. And they go back to 2 wide receivers. And it looks like it's going to be a procedure penalty once again on the Rams. So that's going to back them up 5 yards there. Make it a first down, 15 yards to go. So this is a critical time here in the game. 51.3 seconds left to go. Pine Richland took their first drive, 8 minutes or so, and drove down the length of the field and tied this one up. So with 46 seconds left on the clock, first down and about 15 for the Rams. Hand the ball off over the right side. Pillar gets ahead for a gain of about 8 yards on the play. So that'll just about do it here for the third quarter. I think that might be the last snap of the third quarter. We are at about 20 seconds. Just depends on how fast they want to get it off. Second down and 8 yards to go. And they look to the sidelines there. 12 seconds on the clock. 9, 7. And they do get it off. He keeps the ball, goes over the left side, makes one of the defenders miss. Palmieri keeps the ball. He gets wrapped up for a short gain there. Maybe a gain of about 3 on the play. And when we switch ends, that's going to bring up a third down and about 4. So 3 quarters in the book here from Pine Richland Stadium. We're all square. Craig Thomas here on the Roxamore Sports Network, and we'll be back with fourth quarter action in just a moment.
We're going to reread tonight's winning ticket. One more chance to make the claim. $697. A purple ticket. Check your ticket. Ticket number 449583. Ticket number 449583. Need officials from the touchdown squad underneath the press box, the main lobby near the elevator. Thank you, and thank everybody for playing tonight. And Palmieri with a big run past the lead stick and more into Wolverine territory.
So we are back in live play here. Starting the fourth quarter, Palmieri keeps the ball, goes over the right side and gets ahead for a big gain. First down, 17-yard gain for Palmieri. And they come out running the ball. Palmieri keeps the ball again. Once again, he was very instrumental throughout the season as he was their leading carrier. He had 10 touchdowns coming to the game. And it looks like he keeps the ball and gets ahead for about a 4 or 5 yard gain on first down, bringing up a second down. And it looks like the Rams have decided to take the air out of the ball in the second half, and they have focused on the running game. And right now they are gaining big yards against the Wolverines. Palmieri keeps the ball again, and he goes over the left side, and he gets ahead for a big run. First down.
12-yard gain by Palmieri and the Rams. Zakir Moore on the stop, number 16.
So once again, Palmieri keeps the ball, and it's a first down and 10 on about the 25-yard line. Palmieri is keeping the ball. Shotgun formation for the Rams. Palmieri keeps the ball again, and he runs into a wall of Wolverines there. Short gain there for a gain of about 2 or 3 yards on that play. So that's going to bring up a second down and a short 8, a long 8 or a short 7. Ball is on about the 23-yard line. Looks like they hand the ball off, and running over the right side, Pillar gets involved there. Big power run up the middle there, and he gets up into the secondary. And the Rams are making room right now. 10 minutes left to go on the clock, and the Rams are on the march. Hand off again over that right side, and he runs into a wall of Woodland Hills defenders led by Purdue, Justin Purdue, and Sonny McClinton looked like he was in there. And also number 60, Antonio Nash, I believe, was in on that. So that's only a 2-yard gain. So they're in the red zone at about the 12-yard line. Staying in that pistol formation, 2 wide receivers to the field and 2 receivers to the boundary for the Rams as they are ramming the ball down the field here. Palmieri keeps the ball, goes over that left side, has some daylight, and he walks in for a touchdown. Palmieri. Yeah, that's number 11 for that young fella this year as he walks in untouched by the Wolverines. That defense looks like they're gassed right now. They're going to have to find their second win as they find themselves behind 27-21. So that's 14 unanswered for the Rams out of halftime. We are just about set for the extra point here. Extra point is down. The kick is up, and it's good. Granajaro's great kick. Rams have taken a 7-point lead here with 9 minutes and 9 seconds left on the clock. And we'll be right back here with more action on the Roxamore Sports Network. Garrett Brown with the reception for the Wolverines. Back deep, takes the ball, gets up inside of the 20-yard line and gets ahead to about the 24-yard line is where the Wolverines will take over. Mark it at the 23-yard line, 3.5-yard line. So that's where the Wolverines will start out trailing here, 28-21 in the second half. Wolverines winning at halftime, leading 21-14. The Rams have come out in the second half intent with running the ball and controlling the line of scrimmage with Palmieri and Fuller. And Palmieri, quarterback, just announced that he had rushed for his last rush was put him over the 1,000-yard mark. So great season for that young man. Cam Walter in the shotgun formation hands the ball off to Jones over the right side, and he gets ahead for a gain of about 3 on the play. So 2.5, 3 yards. Gonna bring up a second down and long for the Wolverines, as they're gonna have to drive the ball down here. This clock is moving quick. 8 minutes and 45 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. As the Rams come out, their first drive in the second half, they take 8 minutes off of the clock. So you're live on the Roxamore Sports Network. I'm Craig Thomas, and you are Friday night under the lights. Cam Walter in a pistol formation, fakes the ball, keeps it, and he runs up inside, and he gets ahead for a first down. So there was a lot of that in the first half. Walter would put the ball in to Jones and Keys and pull it out and get up the sideline. We'll see what the next play is off of that. Maybe he can toss the ball to Scoop on the edge and get Scoop in open space, and maybe he can get down the field and make a big play here. So Wolverines come out with trips to the field, pistol formation, hands the ball off over the right side to Jones, and he gets ahead for a gain of about 2 or 3 on the play. Matt Sucker on a tackle. And Evan Johnson for the Rams. Second down and 8. Ball is on the 45-yard line, and we are under the 8-minute mark here at Pine Richland Stadium, home of the Pine Richland Rams. North Hills, Pittsburgh. Friday night under the lights on the Roxamore Sports Network. So a little motion, handing the ball off on the jet sweep. Number 14, he's looking, and he gets ahead, and it's a penalty. The ref from about 40 yards down threw the ball flag, and he came up. Isaiah Greer came along on a jet sweep, and he tried to get the ball around the edge. So while the referees sort this one out here, 7 minutes and 14 seconds left on the clock, the Wolverines trail the Rams 28-21 as the Rams come out with 14 unanswered so far in the second half. So that penalty is going to be against the Wolverines, and that's going to back them up and make it a second down. And about 18, it looks like.
Second down and 18 after the penalty for the Wolverines. The ball on the 26-yard line.
So Wolverines come out with trips to the field. Shotgun formation. Cam looks to his right, throws the ball, has a receiver, and it just drops off his hands. Looked like he had a receiver running step by step. He couldn't quite pull it in.
Pass intended for number 10, Adam Gannon. Defended well by number 1, Andrew Millis.
That pass was intended for number 10, Adam Gannon. So that brings up a third down and 18 for the Wolverines. That pass was defended well by number 1, Andrew Mellis. So this is a big play here for the Wolverines. 6 minutes and 54 seconds left on the clock. Trips to the field. Shotgun formation. Cam rolls out. He looks upfield, and he is sacked.
At the 20-yard line.
At the 20-yard line. Well, that's not going to bode well for the Wolverines. And Cam gets up slow. Looks like he's all right, but he's going to have to stay in because the Wolverines haven't had great success with their punting game, specifically the long snap. So there's a loss of 5 on that sack there for the Wolverines, and that's going to bring up a 4th down and 23 for the Wolverines, as Cam's going to probably have to do this quick kick here, as he's been employing this here the entire second half there. And it's taken, and it's muffed there by number 1, and he falls on the ball. Mellis muffs the ball, and he secures it at about the 47-yard line. 6:02 left on the clock. Wolverines missed a great opportunity right there to get on that ball and maybe get some better field position and get down the field and tie this game up. So it's going to be big for the Wolverine defense to come out right now and come up with a big play there. So look for their big play makers on the defense to come up with a play and try to get this game all knotted at 28 apiece. And once again, the Rams have come out the second half with the intention of just being able to run the ball right at the Wolverines, and they've taken control of the line of scrimmage, and that ball is handed off over the right side to Pillar, and it looks like Purdue met him at about the 45-yard line, and that's going to be a short gain of 2, so that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 8 for the Rams. So great defensive play by Purdue to meet Pillar right there in the hole. And the Wolverines are going to have to blitz into this run game because the Rams have definitely got a rhythm here in their run game. We're just about set for the play. Shotgun formation. Fakes the ball. He keeps it going over the left side. He's up the sideline. He runs through a couple tacklers. He lowers his shoulder. Paul Mary keeps the ball, and he gets ahead to about the 26-yard line. So once again, Paul Mary, I mentioned to you earlier on his last touchdown run, young fella went over 1,000 yards. Great running for a quarterback, and it looks like someone is down on that sideline there.
It'll be a 19-yard pickup by the Rams, and it'll be another Kelly Automotive first down.
19-yard pickup for Paul Mary on that run. And we have a player down on the field. So thank you for joining us tonight on the Roxamore Sports Network. Right now, 5:10 left to go in the fourth quarter. Woodland Hills trails Pine Richland Rams, North Hills, Pennsylvania, 28-21. Scoring recap, Pine Richland came out to a big lead, scored the first 2 touchdowns. Woodland Hills comes back and scores 21 unanswered to take the 21-14 lead into the half. Pine Richland comes out in the second half, scores 2 touchdowns to take the lead and go up to a 28-21 lead. And that's where we're at right now with a stoppage in play as we have a player down on the field. It looks like he's getting up and he'll be helped off there. I'm not sure. I can't really see what number that is. It looks like he's being helped off by the trainers and the staff for Woodland Hills. And we just hope that that young man is okay.
Play clock, 40 seconds. Play clock to 40 seconds. Both will start on my signal.
So Woodland Hills is going to have to take some chances and come up with a big play here to stem the tide of this Ram offense as they are running the ball with bad intentions. 1st and 10 here. Hand off over the right side, up the sideline, stiff arm, and he's hit hard and taken down. Pillar gets the ball up for a gain of about 9 on a play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 1, and we are under 5 minutes. Dunson and Purdue on a stop for the Wolverines. And it looks like going to be a procedure call on the Rams there. It's going to push it back to a 2nd down and about 7 yards to go. I'm sure the Rams are okay with the penalty as they want to try to chew up the clock here, and they don't want to give the ball back to the Wolverines there.
22 after the penalty.
Ball is on the 22-yard line. Handoff up the middle.
Pillar again gets the call.
Pillar gets the call, crosses the 20 and goes taken down at about the 18-yard line, bringing up a third down and about 3 yards to go.
Thomas Drake on the shot.
Thomas Drake with a good tackle there for the Wolverines.
3rd and 2 from the
3rd and 2
Rams.
from about the 18-yard line. Power formation for the Rams. 2 wide receivers through the field. Wolverines are going to have to take some chances and make a big play here to get the ball back. Handoff over the right side, up the middle, and he's at the 5, and he's at the 3. And a touchdown. Ethan Pillar walks in untouched. Touchdown, Rams. 18-yard scamper for Pillar as they have just taken the air out of the ball in this second half and handed the ball to their workhorse. And with about 3 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock, the Wolverines are going to have to make some big plays and big plays fast. So the kick and the extra point is forthcoming. Kick is down, it's up, and the kick is good. So with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock, the Pine Richland Rams lead the Woodland Hills Wolverines 35-21. So we'll be right back here with more action on the Roxamore Sports Network.
Trouble can find anyone. At Frank Walker Law, we take the time to understand your situation and work tirelessly on your behalf. Hard-hitting representation when you need it the most. A real law firm getting real results.
Welcome back to high school division on the Roxamore Sports Network. Woodland Hills versus the Pine Richland Rams, who have come out in the second half dancing to the Aretha Franklin song Respect, running the ball hard into the Wolverine defense. 3 touchdowns here in the second half, taking a 35-21 lead here. Ball is taken deep. Wolverines do a little razzle-dazzle, try to get the ball to Scoop and do a reverse. He's up the sideline, makes a couple people miss there. And from Amir Brown to Scoop, and they try to get him up the right sideline, and he gets ahead for a good gain. But once again, the Wolverines are trailing with 3:31 left to go on the clock here in the fourth quarter on the Roxamore Sports Network. Just a friendly reminder, don't forget, no reproduction or rebroadcast of this Roxamore event or any are strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Leon Rockymore and Roxamore Sports Network. So once again, you have to get big points here. 3:31 left to go in the game, trailing by 2 scores. Going to need to score fast here for the Wolverines. Shotgun formation, trips to the field. Cam looks, he pulls the ball down. He takes off up the right sideline, and he's ahead for a gain of about 6 or 7 on the play.
Andrew Mellis wraps him up.
Mellis on a tackle there for the Rams.
Gained by Walter and the Wolverines. 2nd and 4 from the 31.
2nd down and 4 for the Wolverines from the 31. Shotgun formation. Cam rolls to his left. He looks, pulls the ball down. He's under pressure, and he's taken down. And that's going to be a sack on the play. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down, and we got a flag down on the play. And while we sort that one out, today's National Day is National Mammography Day, National Reptile Awareness Day, National Witch Hazel Day, National Pumpkin Cheesecake Day, and National Back to the Future Day. So there you have it. That penalty, holding on the defense, 10-yard penalty. And that's going to be a first down, big break for the Wolverines. And also, don't forget, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Early detection and early treatment are the keys to beating cancer. If you have not been checked, get checked. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Do your part. Walter is back, looks for Jones on the screen, and he's written down for no gain. That play was sniffed out. Great defensive play by the Rams there. Jones on a reception. Evan Johnson on a defensive play. And that goes for a 2-yard loss. So 2:38 left to go on the clock. The time is working against the Wolverines as they need to hurry and get a touchdown here quick and try an onside kick to try to get another one. Walter's back, shotgun formation, throws the ball, tries to hit Scoop in the middle, and he was open, but the pass was a little bit too high for him. Looks like he had a couple people open he could have maybe hit there. But nonetheless, Scoop was open there, so that brings up a 3rd down and 12 for the Wolverines. So thank you for joining us tonight, Friday night, under the lights here, North Hills, PA. Woodland Hills is trailing 21-35 here with 2:34 left in the clock. Walter is back to pass, and he looks for a receiver and throws the ball away, and he's taken down. Looks like he's hit, even though he got rid of the ball, and he gets up as his offensive lineman helps him up. That's going to bring up a 4th down for the Wolverines, a 4th and 12. And with 2:29 left to go on the clock, they're going to have to go for it. So that offensive line is going to have to give Cam some time here to try to get this ball down the field to one of these explosive receivers if they want to continue to try to get back in this game. Shotgun formation, trips to the field. Cam looks, has a receiver, and he tries to hit his receiver over the middle. Ball was a little bit high, and it falls incomplete. It looked like he was looking for Sincere Rutherford. Ball was a little bit high, and he wasn't able to reel it in. And that'll do it there. That'll turn it over for the Wolverines, and it looks like the Rams are going to get out of here with a big victory. They come from behind in the second half and pour it on and come out with 3 scores. And no doubt they'll probably go into victory formation here to shut this one out. Next week, Woodland Hills will have a game against Penn Hills Friday night. That'll be the last home game. And then also next week, it looks like Pine Richland will have a close backyard rivalry against North Hills here. So that'll be their next game. So both of these teams will be playing a meaningful game next week. And we will see how the playoff picture shakes out here. So the Wolverines will move to 2-2 in the conference, and the Rams will move to 3-1. And we are at about, I'm not sure why the clock stopped, but 150 left on the clock. For some reason, the clock was stopped. Well, we have a stoppage in play. Woodland Hills calls a timeout. 1:50 on the game clock, and we'll be right back here to close out the action here from Pine Richland Stadium. hear action from Pine Richland Stadium here in the North Hills. Pine Richland Rams are up big over the Wolverines, 35-21. Paul Mary keeps the ball over the left side, adding to his 1,000-yard total, and he is probably up to about 1,030 yards so far here for this season. Great job by Paul Mary. Second half, the Rams came out determined to run the ball, and unfortunately the Wolverines didn't have an answer for it on the defensive side or the offensive side of the ball, as they have not scored a point here, goose egg here in the second half. Once again, it was a great effort in the first half. Wolverines moved the ball at will in the first half in their running game with Keys and Jones and Walter moving the ball up the field, sprinkling in Scoop when they could. In the second half, it looks like the adjustments were made by the Rams, and they came out and shut the Wolverines down here in the second half. So we're just about set for play. 1st and 10 for the Rams at about the 25-yard line. 1 minute and 42 seconds left on the clock, and hand the ball off to their running back, and he's up, and he's rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling. Pillar carries defenders down to about the 8-yard line, and they are not letting up on the Wolverines, and it looks like the Rams are trying to punch another one in. Brandon Jones playing a little bit of defense there, and he comes up with the stop along with Justin Perdue for the Wolverines. 17-yard gain. So he hands the ball off again over that right side, and he's rumbling and bumbling and stumbling. Pillar keeps the ball, and he's brought down at about the 3-yard line. And that is going to be a second down and goal from about the 3.5-yard line for the Rams. So we are under 1 minute to go on the clock. And we'll see if the Rams try to score again or they just let it go here. So 19 seconds left on the play clock. John LaDon is the head coach. And it looks like there is 31 seconds left to go on the play clock. And now the game clock is winding down. And they're down to about 14 seconds, 10 seconds. So that'll do it. The final score here from the North Hills, Pine Richland Rams 35. The guests, Woodland Hills Wolverines, come up short, 21. Great football game. On behalf of the Roxamore Sports Network, don't forget any rebroadcast or reproduction of this or any other Roxamore event is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Leon Rockymore and the Roxamore Sports Network. Thank you for joining us tonight, Friday night, under the lights. Woodland Hills comes up short, 35-21. I'm Craig Thomas. Don't forget, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Early detection is the key and early treatment. So we thank you for joining us. Join us next week once again. Pin Hills in the final game of the season. Players of the game, look like Andre Smith came up with some big plays for Woodland Hills. So we like to give that great guy a great honorable mention for the night. Defense played good in the first half. Tough one for Woodland Hills. So I'm Craig Thomas. We're signing off on the Roxamore Sports Network. Good night, stay warm, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.